Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayet Nashtaprayeshvabhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavatyuttamaśloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki. Hare Krishna. So we are starting our discussion, continuing. So from 27, from 29th slok onwards, 9th canto, 9th chapter. Acha, it's not 9th canto. 9th canto, 2nd chapter, 29th sloka. Bhagavat-chikshitamaham karavani hyatandritaha nehamanaha prajasargam badhyeyam yadanugrahat. Translation.
Please tell me, so that I may be taught in the matter by the instruction of the personality of Godhead, and may thus act instrumentally to generate living entities without being conditioned by such activities.
Yes, thank you. So Brahmaji was asking the several things. Previous slokas we have seen. He started off asking from 25th. First he was saying that Bhagavan Sarva Bhutanam Adokshasha Avastitah Guham Vedah Pratiruddhena Prajnanena Chikirshritam Tatapi Natasya Nata Nathaya Natitam Paravare Yatha Rupe Janiyam Teturup. So he was especially interested about Lord's various activities, how he will take the various kinds of the avatars and or otherwise various forms and do various activities and those things. Kridasi Amoga Sankalpa Urnanabhiriva Tattadidishyam Dehi. That means Brahmaji especially wants how Lord is creating, maintaining and destroying this material universe. So like how this Urnanabhi, this spider, so does. So he is asking that, and also he is saying Arupinaha Paravare Yatha Rupe. That means he is asking the material form and also the spiritual form of the Lord, because Lord is having the material form for time being, and that is a Virat, and that also he was asking the 26th, and further he is continuing 29th. What he is saying, Bhagavat Chikshitam Aham Karavani Hyatandritaha Nehamanaha Praja Sargam Vadhyeyam Yadanugrahat. So Brahmaji is saying, please tell me so that I may be taught in the matter by the instruction of the personality of Godhead, and may thus act instrumentally to generate living entities without being conditioned by such activities. Nehamanaha and Praja Sargam Badhyayam Yadanugrahat. And also he is asking what? By your mercy, I should not get attached to this creation, because Brahmaji is going to do secondary creation, and so for that he should not get any attachment. Generally, what happens, if you do anything, you'll get attachment for that. If you make a some small team, so you'll get attachment for that. If you make a small house, you'll be getting attachment for that. This is my house. This is my thing, like this. So here, so that's why he is saying Nehamana Praja Sargam Bhadyeyam. So you instruct me and you give such a lessons, Siksha. So you give me such a lessons to me, so that I should not get any pride for the future work what I am going to do. That, and I will should not get attachment, pride, and also not attachment. I should not get any attachment for that. Nabadhyeyam. Nehmanah Nabadhyeyam. I should not. Yadanugrahat, by your mercy. Are they by your that lesson? So you teach me such a lesson to me now. So so see how he is intelligent. Before starting the work itself, he is asking. So that means he's alert. I should not get any attachment for that. So such a siksha you give me. Such a big work he's going to do now. Creating the entire secondary creation, giving the bodies to the various living entities is not a ordinary thing. So if you come to the Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur's commentary, Saradasane, Kincha Bhagavata Sikshitam Karavani iti Kamapi Swabhajana Siksham Guruhu Shishya Maham Mahyam Dehi iti Bhavaha. So what Brahmaji is asking here, same thing Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is also saying. So I am your disciple, you are my guru, and you give such a siksha. You are siksha guru actually. You give me siksha, please. So by that, what should happen? Yataha tadanugraha prajasustim ihamanah kurvannapi ahankaradibihi nabhadyeyum. So by that siksha, what will happen? That is your mercy, that siksha. So by that, I will not, even if I create this secondary creation, so I should not get attached because of the ahankara to that creation. Okay. Purport, Brahmaji doesn't want to become a speculator dependent on the strength of his personal knowledge and conditioned to material bondage. Everyone should know in clear consciousness that one is in the execution of all activities as instrument. So that's why what is the lesson Brahmaji is teaching us? So we should be just an instrument in the hands of the Lord. So one should uh, understand this point. Even Srila Prabhupada, when he went to West, so he was just, I don't know, I cannot preach there. So, but just how you make me to dance, I will dance like that. I am a just instrument in your hands. Yeah, puppet. So I am just a puppet in your hands. Similarly, here Brahmaji also, you can see, just I want to be a instrument in your hands. So I should not get any attachment. A conditioned soul is instrumental in the hands of the external energy. In the case of conditioned souls, who is making to dancers? So Maya. And in the case of the devotees, Lord. So that's why ultimately, so we are always dependent. So external energy or otherwise internal energy of the Lord. To be instrumental to the direct will of the Lord is the natural constitutional position of the living entity, whereas to be an instrument in the hands of the illusory energy of the Lord is material bondage. So, what is the natural for the Jivatma? Being instrument in the hands of the Lord is natural constitutional position, but being the instrument in the hands of the Maya, it is unnatural, and that is bondage. Bhagavad Gita confirms emphatically that the pure devotees who are constantly engaged in the loving transcendental service of the Lord are directly advised by the Lord, so much so that devotees unwaveringly make progress on the path of home back to Godhead. So that's why when we surrender to the Lord, so then Lord will be completely Bhakti Maharani is taking the decisions on you, not the karma. So there is no influence of karma in the pure devotees. The pure devotees of the Lord are therefore not proud of their definite progress, whereas the non-devotees speculators in the darkness of illusory energy and is very much proud of his misleading knowledge based on speculations without any definite path. But in the case of the non-devotees, they are very much proud of their progress. So this is the point next. Yavatsaka Yavatsaka Sakyuriveshate Kruta प्रजा विसर्गे विभजामि भोजनम् अविक्लवस्ते परिकर्मणि स्थिते मामे समुन्नद्धमदो जमानिनः मामे समुन्नद्धमदो जमानिनः. Translation Jai Gopinath Prabhu.
O my Lord, the unborn, you have shaken hands with me just as friends does with a friend, as if equal in position. I shall be engaged in the creation of different types of living entities, and I shall be occupied in your service. I shall have no perturbation, but I pray that all this may not give rise to pride, as if I were the supreme.
Yes, thank you. So now, Yavat Sakha Sakyuriva. So, like how treat a friend, another friend. So, Iva, Isha, Te Kruta, you also did the same way. So, from this, I should not get any pride, Tambaha, Madaha, Samunnadda, Madaha, Ajamaninaha. So, I shall be occupied in your service. I shall have no perturbation, and I pray that all this may not give rise to pride, as if I were the supreme. So he is saying that I should not think that I am the creator and I am the supreme. So that kind of pride I should not get from this. So that is the main point here. So here the Srila Vishwanath Thakur is saying, Manovanchitam abhivenjayan prarthayate yavaditi. Ye isha te tvaya sakyuhu sakha iva दासाभासो अपि अहम कृतः करस्पर्शादिना व्यवहृतः अतः सख्यभक्तिम् एव अहम प्राप्नुयामि इति. So actually Brahmaji is saying here from this dasabhasa api aham. I am really a das. I am not a really a servant also. So see what is that Santarasa Dasya Sakya Vatsalya and finally so Madhurya. So in this Brahmaji is saying, to be frank, I am not a dasa also actually. Dasa bhasaha. I am looking like a dasa, but actually not a original dasa. Abhi aham kutah karasparshadina vyavahrutaha. Ataha sakyu bhaktimeva aham prapnuyami. But Lord, what he did? So Lord shook the hand. So that means Lord is giving such a opportunity to the Brahmaji like friend, the Sakya Bhakti. So like same thing he is expressing. That means I am not eligible for the servant also, but you gave such opportunity to me. So prapnuyami. So I am getting so Sakya Bhakti from you. Sakya Bhakti from you. So kincha yavad अधिकारमवस्थितिः अधिकारिणाम् इति न्यायेन स्वायुः पर्यन्तं यावत् प्रजानां विसर्गे विविध सृष्टौ भोः परमेश्वर जनम विभया. So then Brahmaji is saying yavat praja sarge vibhajami bhojan. That means till the time. So of course I want to serve you, but what is this duty now? So since you are giving this adhikara to me, so anyone who is getting the adhikara, some position, so till the time he is having adhikara, so he will be serving the that post. The same way here, Brahmaji also saying, Yavad adhikaram avastitihi. So adhikarinam. That means till the time I have the power to create, I will do that. Swayuh paryantam. So I will do creation. Praja visarge. So one may ask, so he is worshipping and he got the darshan of the Lord, then what he should do? He should serve the Lord directly. Then why he is doing this? Why he has to do this material creation secondary? That means creation activity. What is the need of this? This is a material activity. Then Brahma is saying that, so since you are giving the adhikara for me to do this, so till that time, that means till the my ending of my life, I'll be doing the creative activity, creation activity. Then so yavat paryanantam praja visarge vividha srushto boho parameshwar janam vibhajami uttama adhama madhyamena vibhaktam karomi. So what is that? Vibhajami is there na? Bhojanam vibhajami. Janam vibhajami. That means Brahmaji is going to give various kinds of the bodies. Uttama means demigods bodies. Madhyama means human beings. And Adhama means animals and other so bodies in the other planets. That kind of lower planets. So like this, he is going to divide the living entities and giving the various bodies for them. करोमि कीदृशः ते तव परिकर्मणि परिचर्याम् अविक्लवो व्याकुलः सावधानतया स्थितः सन्निति. So how he is going to do this activity? So if he make a little mistake, someone is having very good karma, and if he give a animal body to him, what will happen? It's a big mistake. If he is not attentive for 1 second, there is a great danger will be there actually. So it's not like that I forgot and I should get the human body, but I gave the animal body. So sorry. No, then it's not a right thing. No? So it's against the principle of the karma. So that's why he has to. So system should be very strong and perfect, and nothing should be. No mistake should happen. We'll be seeing in the movies actually someone is taken away early. Yamadharmaraj or some Chitragupta is doing mistake. Then after that they are fighting like this at Jivatma. So like this, you cannot. So he's saying that's why I am not going to do any mistake. Aviklavaha. Aviklavaha means without being perturbed. Means with full attention he is going to do that. Savadhanataya. So kidrishate tava parikarmani in your service, I will be so savadhanataya stitah san. That means with full attention I am going to do that. Tavat samunnudha utkata mado me ma abhut. Me mama ma abhut. So then why when I do this activity perfectly like this, so I may get pride, so that should not taken place. That means I should not get any pride in this. Purport Lord Brahma is definitely situated in the humor of friendship with the Lord. Every living being is eternally related with the personality of Godhead in one of 5 different transcendental humor, namely Shanta, Dasya, Sakya, Vatsalya, and Madhurya. We have already discussed these 5 kinds of humors in relationship with the personality of Godhead. It is clearly exhibited here in that Lord Brahma is related to the personality of Godhead in the transcendental humor of friendship. A pure devotee may be related with the Lord in any one of the transcendental humors, even in the humor of parenthood. But the devotees of the Lord is always transcendental servator. That means these are the different kinds of the rasas are available. So a pure devotee can be any one of these rasa. So Brahmaji, although eternally related to the law with the Lord in the transcendental humor of the friendship, and although entrusted with the most exalted post of creating different grades of the living entity. That's why Janam Vibhajami. This point is said here. Janam Vibhajami, he is going to categorize the jivas. So it is possible some extremely powerful personality within or without the universe may sometimes show more power than the Lord Himself. Still, the pure devotee knows that this power is a vibhuti delegated by the Lord, and such delegated power, living entity, is never independent. So that's why sometimes you'll be seeing some empowered souls. Those are all vibhutis actually. They are Lord vibhuti means lots of special energy is given to that jivatma, then it is going to perform very extraordinarily. So that's why it is not. We should not think that that is the, even if you have some extraordinary power, some great skill if you are having, you should understand that that skill is belonging to the Lord only. So that's belonging to the Lord, and one should not get any envious of that or any pride of that. So Brahmaji also saying, now I am going to do such a big creation, powerful creation. So this skill, whatever I am going to have, so that is also because of you only, and I should not get any pride. This is a point we are understanding. So similarly, we should also learn the same thing. Lesson is, if any extra abilities are there, that is a Lord's energy only, and by mercy of Him we are getting, and so that we should not get the pride of that. Next paragraph. Factually, Lord Brahma doesn't create the living entities. In the beginning of the creation, He is empowered to give different bodily shapes to the living entities according to their work during the last millennium. So this is a point Brahmaji does. He gives the bodies according to their previous karma. Brahma's duty is just to wake the living entities from their slumber and to engage them in the proper duty. So that means all the jivatmas which are in the slumber before the at the end of the previous annihilation, all they went into the Karanarnasai Vishnu. They entered back into the different Brahmandas. So now those jivatmas are in the inactive position. So those has to be given to the body, and then they start acting. So next paragraph, devotees of the Lord are engaged in the specific duty offered by the Lord, and such a duties are successfully carried out without hindrance because they are ordained by the Lord. The credit of the success goes not to the doer but to the Lord. But persons with a poor fund of knowledge take the credit of the success into their own accounts and give nothing to the credit of the Lord. That is the symptom of the non-devotee class of the men. So that's why if you get anything, that is because of Lord's mercy, because everything is Lord's energy. So that should be offered back to the Lord. Otherwise, it will become karma and it will become bandhana. It's a bondage. Next sloka, Sri Bhagavan Vacha. ज्ञानं परमगुह्यं मे यद्विज्ञानसमन्वितं सरहस्यं तदङ्गं च गृहाणागदितं मया. Radha Govardhan. Translation. Ocha, he is not there. कहाँ गए ये तो? पीताम्बर चैतन्य.
The personality of Godhead said, knowledge about me as described in the scriptures is very confidential and it has to be realized in conjunction with devotional service. The necessary paraphernalia for that process is being explained by me. You may take it up carefully.
Okay, thank you. Now Lord started replying to this. Whatever Brahmaji said, further reply is coming now. Nice weather, na, actually. We have rain and for last night. Since last night we were having raining. It has been raining. So people are in the very comfortable mode. If you sleep now, at least 4 or 5 hours, easily we can cover. Tapo my Prabhu. Sri Bhagavan Vacha. From here onwards, we are going to discuss Srila Jiva Goswami's commentary. What Lord is saying. Catch the questions. Catch. It will go. Catch. अथ तत्र परम भागवताय ब्रह्मणे श्रीमद्भागवताख्यं निजं शास्त्रम् उपदेष्टुं तत् प्रतिपाद्यतमं वस्तु चतुष्टयं प्रतिजानीते ज्ञानम् इत्यादि षट्कं में मम भगवतः ज्ञानं शब्दद्वारा याथार्थ निर्धारणं मया गदितं सत्गृहाण इति अन्यः न जानाति इति भावः. So now the Lord is going to give knowledge to the Brahmaji, who is Parama Bhagavat. So that knowledge is nothing but Sri Bhagavatakyam Nizam Shastram. So he is going to give Srimad Bhagavat to him. That's a Nizam Shastram. It is Lord's own scripture. Own scripture means it's directly telling about the Lord. So that kind of Shastram he wants to teach to Brahmaji. Tat pratipadyatam vastu chatushtayam. So that Srimad Bhagavatam is going to establish tat pratipadyatamam vastu, establish 4 kinds of the vastus. It is going to establish 4 things. So what are those? Pratijanite, Gnanam, Vignanam. So after that, Rahasyam, Tadangam. These 4 things are being discussed. So in that, these are the 4 things are established by that Bhagavatam, Chatushloki Bhagavatam. First one is what? Gnanam. Second one is Vignanam. Third one is Rahasyam. Fourth one is Tadangam. So here Gnanam means Bhagavad Gnanam. Vignanam means it is experience of the Lord. Bhagavad Anubhavaha. And third one is Vignana means Bhagavad Anubhavaha. Gnana means Bhagavad Gnanam. Third one Rahasyam. Rahasyam means Prema. And fourth one Tadangam is, so that is the sadhana bhakti. These are the four things are being discussed in this Chatusloki Bhagavatam. These are the four things are established by the Chatusloki Bhagavatam. So, Pratijanite Gnanam Ityadi Shatkam. Me mama Bhagavataha Gnanam Shabdadwara Grat, what is that? Yathartya Nirdharanam Maya Gaditam. So Lord is going to tell the knowledge. This knowledge is about the Supreme Lord. So that's why Maya Gaditam Sat Grihana iti Anyaha na janati iti bhavaha. Maya Gaditam, he is saying. In this sloka, what you are saying? Maya Gaditam. That means it is said by me. It is told by me. That means by when he say it is told by me, that means this knowledge no one knows. I only know. So iti anyah na janati. Nobody knows. Brahmaji, you cannot expect that this is from anyone. And this is known by me only. Because Maya Gaditam he is saying. Maya Gaditam Grihana. So it is told by me and you accept that. Grihana means you take it. So that means Lord only knows. That's why it is Paramaguhyam. And since it is Paramaguhyam, Brahmagnanadapi Rahasyatamam. Here, this knowledge is so secret. Lord only knows. And this is, even it is secret than the Brahmagnanam also. Brahmagnanadapi Rahasyatamam. So it is very secret knowledge. Muktanam api siddhanam ityadehe. Tacha, it is secret than the Brahmagnanam. Tacha vignanena mad anubhavena api yuktam gruhana. Not only just gnanam, but you should also take this gnanam along with the vignanam. That means mad anubhavena api yuktam gruhana. You knowledge plus experiencing of me. That is the vignana. With that you take this. You also get the experience of me. So gnanam plus vignanam. Vignana sahitam. Kincha, what else? Yuktam gruhana nacha yeta. Not only this much, but sarahasyam. Tatrapi rahasyam yat kimapi asti. Tenapi sahitam. So you take this knowledge with the vignana and also along with the secrets. That means Lord is going to give the knowledge about him along with the experiencing of him and also along with the experience. Vijnana means Bhagavad Anubhava plus secret. With secrets. Jnana means Bhagavad Jnanam. Okay? First step, Jnanam means Bhagavad Jnanam. That means knowledge about the Lord. It is along with what? Vijnanam. Vijnanam means Anubhava. Experience of the Lord. Experiencing of Lord. Next, after that, also it is with the secret. So that means, so secrets also included with this knowledge. With this, take this knowledge with this along with the secrets. So, so tena beside that means what is that secret? Prema bhakti rupam. That is what? So prema bhakti. That means Lord is going to tell about himself. That means Bhagavad Jnanam along with the prema bhakti also. That is the secret actually. Prema bhakti rupam agre. This will be proved. Rahasya means prema bhakti will be proved future. That means in the coming slokas. Tadangam cha. That means the, so what is the anga? The anga of the prema bhakti is what? That is the sadhana bhakti. So that also along with the sadhana bhakti. So you understand this gnanam. That means tadangam means, so when you do the, so that means bhakti, so there will be so many obstacles, like so many kinds of aparadas you may do. So because of this, you may not reach to the prema bhakti. So that's why he is going to explain about the tadangam means sadhana bhakti. Okay. In the sadhana bhakti, we are going to discuss so various vignas, aparadas, and types of the bhaktis. That means sadhana bhakti means what? You have seen in the Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. Sadhana bhakti, bhava bhakti, and prema bhakti. So in the sadhana bhakti only you will be discussing the various aparadas, how they are rectified. Next, रिचयति विज्ञान रहस्ये प्रकटयेत् तस्मात् तस्य ज्ञानस्य सहायं च गृहाण इत्यर्थः. So tacha sravanadi bhakti rupam ityagre penjeshite. So that's why here tadangam means shravanadi bhakti rupam. Yadva saharasyam iti tadangasyaiva visheshanam gneyam suhruddohoriva mithaha संवर्धकयोः एकत्र अवस्थानम्. Jnanam means knowledge about Lord, Bhagavad Jnanam. This is with this Jnanam only, not also Jnanam along with Vijnana. Bhagavad Anubhavaha. Experience. Next, Rahasyam. This Jnanam with Rahasyam. Next, Tadangam. Shravanadi Rupa. Okay, 4 things. Bhakti Rupa. Punit Prabhu, you are okay? Enthusiastic? Huh? This kind of thing you take from me. That means Lord only knows this. Purport: Lord Brahma is the topmost devotee of the Lord within the universe, and therefore the personality of Godhead replied to his 4 principal inquiries in 4 important statements, so which are known as original Bhagavatam in 4 verses. These were Brahma's questions. So, what are the forms of the Lord, both in matter and in transcendence? How are the different energies of the Lord working? How does the Lord play with different energies? How may Brahma be instructed to discharge the duty entrusted to him? These are the 4 things Brahmaji was asking in the previous section. If you see, these are the things. So Sadasad Rupe, he's asking the material form and spiritual form. And also he's asking the how those energies, that means, are playing, and so that is creating, maintaining, and destroying. And that's the third question actually. How are they different? So what are the different energies working and how they are acting, like Urnanabi, spider. And fourth one is how I should perform my duty so that I should not get any pride. So this is the things he asked. So wherein the prelude to answers in this verse under discussion, wherein the Lord Brahma, Lord informs Brahma that knowledge of him, the supreme absolute truth, as it is stated in the revealed scriptures, is very subtle and cannot be understood unless one is self-realized by the grace of the Lord. The Lord says that Brahma may take the answers as he explains them. So now Lord is going to reply. So how he is going to reply? He is also saying. So he is saying these four slokas, 4 things are explained in the 4 slokas. 4 slokas of the Srimad Chatushloki. This the first sloka Chatushloki. What is the sloka number? 33. Huh? 4. First Chatushloki is the Gnanam, second is Vijnana, third is Prema, fourth is Sadhana Bhakti. 4. Chatushloki's subject matter is also the same. 4. Chatushloki starts from the 33rd sloka. From your BBT book numbering, if you follow, that is 33rd sloka. Therefore, the knowledge of the personality of Godhead may be attained by devotional service. So that means now you go by the mental speculation. So I'm reading from the same continuing paragraph. By the mental speculation of the greatest mundane thinkers, the absolute truth cannot be understood. The mental speculators can reach to the standard of impersonal Brahman realization, but factually, complete knowledge of the transcendence is beyond the knowledge of impersonal Brahman. By material modes, so by using the Sattva-guna, you can understand maximum of what Brahman. So you can understand Brahma Gnanam is coming from where? Brahma Gnanam comes from? Huh? Brahma Gnanam comes from where? Brahma Gnanam comes from the Sattva Guna. Sattva Sanjaya Sattvam Yat Brahma Darshanam. What we heard previously. So yeah, no, it's Bhagavatam. Sattvam Yat Brahma Darshanam. Where we discuss? Huh? 11th canto? Is Loka in which chapter this is? Sattvam Yat Brahma Darshanam. First canto, second chapter. And 11th canto. Sattvam Yat Brahma Darshanam, we already read. We read in the Bhagavatam, we read in the Bhakti Sandarbha, we read in the Tattva Sandarbha. And we are remembering once again. Okay, Sattvam Yat Brahma Darshanam. So Brahma Gnanam is out of the Sattva Guna. So that's why, yeah, one can, by the material knowledge, one can reach to the ultimately up to at maximum of Brahman. But after that, above to that, so anything So that means Bhagavan, about Brahman is Bhagavan. That knowledge is transcendental, and that is not out of the modes. Bhagavad Gnanam will never come from the modes, three modes. That is coming from the devotion actually. By doing the devotion, so one can get the knowledge about the Bhagavan. So that's why Bhagavad Gnanam is beyond the modes, but Brahma Gnanam is out of Sattva Guna. And that Brahma Gnanam also you should live. You live or not, then only you will go and merge into the Brahman. So that Brahma Gnanam is nothing but the Vidya, Vaisharadi Vidya. So that also should be rejected finally. Then you will be, that's a final vritti actually. So last that's a final vritti. So that is in the shape of Brahman, and that also has to be left. Then you will be reaching to the Siddha Brahman. That means you are entering into, merging into the Brahman. With Brahma Gnanam, you cannot merge into the Brahman. That Gnanam also you should leave. Yes, Gokulanand Prabhu? Yes. So now Prabhupada is saying that these mental speculators, ultimately, so complete knowledge of the transcendence is beyond the mental speculators can reach to up to the standard of impersonal Brahman realization. They may reach to this mental speculators, not more than that. But factually, complete knowledge of the transcendence is beyond the knowledge of the impersonal Brahman. Thus, it is called the supreme confidential wisdom. So that Lord himself is going to tell. That's why he's saying Maya Gaditam. Nobody knows this. Now, in this sloka, we are seeing Gnanam. This is Brahma Gnanam? No. So Brahma Gnanam can be easily attained by the Sattva Guna. But here, this Gnanam is Bhagavad Gnanam. We should take as Bhagavad Gnanam, which is directly coming from the Lord's mouth. Question, yes.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah.
So I just said just like the, certain knowledge about Lord is a very subtle knowledge of Vedas, very subtle. It cannot be understood by mental speculation. It can be realized. It is said it can be, unless one cannot understand, unless one is self-realized by the grace of the Lord. That is final peak. So question is, just like we sadhaka, we are not reached self-realized. We have not become self-realized completely, and we are in the process. We are hearing the Shastra, speak the Shastras. So how we can say we are complete understanding can give? Even though somebody may speaks about, he speaks from acharyas also, but acharyas realizations and our realizations are like that. We can give informations. So how to understand? Because unless until one self-realized, he may lead mental speculation also, because not free from mental speculation. Can you please explain, guide it?
The prelude to the answers in this verse under discussion, wherein the Lord informs Brahma that knowledge of him, the supreme absolute truth, as it is stated in the revealed scriptures, is very subtle and cannot be understood understood unless one is self-realized by the grace of the Lord. So whatever we are reading from the Srimad Bhagavatam is also Bhagavad Gnanam, because this Chatusloki Bhagavatam is nothing but the Bhagavad Gnanam, and expanded version is the total Srimad Bhagavatam, what we are seeing. So that's why this Chatusloki Bhagavatam is nothing but the Gnanam, along with the Vijnanam and Rahasyam and all, and also Tadangam. Chatusloki Bhagavatam is having these 4 features. That means Bhagavatam is also having the 4 features. That means Bhagavatam is known as Bhagavad Gnanam. And this We are, so it is given in the scriptures, and we are understanding this knowledge in the light of the previous, in the uh, with the explanations of the previous acharyas, we are hearing this. So by keep on hearing this, so what will happen? So one will get the Shraddha Ratir Bhaktir Anukramishati. So we'll get the Shraddha and we'll try to, we'll progress actually. We'll progress in understanding this. So that's why by just one time hearing Srimad Bhagavatam and without the sadhana, so you cannot understand that. So we need to do the sadhana, and we are in the process of understanding. It's not that we got the complete understanding of Srimad Bhagavatam. You will become complete. Complete means you'll understand so fully, as said in the here Prabhupada, when you are self-realized. But as a sadhaka, so we are just trying to hear this Bhagavatam with the explanations of the previous acharyas, so along with the sadhana. So that's why it is protected actually. So no speaker is adding his own masala. So that's why we should be very cautious many times while bringing the so-called preaching applications and personal application. You should not drag the philosophy into unnecessary ways. One should be very cautious about that. Until and unless one is a very self-realized soul, so you cannot bring out the such a judgments while giving the. Sometimes you will be seeing the Bhagavatam classes. So in the management, if you have some quarrel with this someone, so to hunt them actually, so you are pulling out the various meanings and targeting them and so blasting them in the Bhagavatam class in an indirect way. It's very dangerous actually. The spirit of the Bhagavatam, the spirit of understanding Bhagavatam and serving the Bhagavatam may go out actually. So that's why as much as, so we should stick to the explanations of the previous acharyas. So that's why we should stick to the Srila Prabhupada purports, the lines, whatever he is saying. And also previous acharyas, Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur and Srila Jiva Goswami, Sridhar Swami, they are Parama Vaishnavas. And whatever they are speaking, we are as it is delivering that. And we should not add so much masala to this. And because with your mental speculation, so the spirit, whatever is there in that sloka, that is maybe tainted with your modes. That means your consciousness is influenced by the modes, and that influenced consciousness may sometimes it can pollute that. So that's why it is a parampara, Bhagavad Gita, yatha tatam. That means as it is, we should speak as it is. So if you are a realized soul, then you can give the commentary on that very nicely. But until unless otherwise, if you heard on the same sloka from other realized soul, maybe you can speak. So that's a better to stick to the, because this Bhagavatam will take care, everything it will bring. Yasyasti bhaktir bhagavat yakinchana tatra samaste suraha sarvahi gunahi tatra samasate suraha. So by doing the bhakti, when these anardhas are as much as kleshagni, when kleshas are destroyed, subhada, that means it is automatically bring all the good qualities. So we'll try to become humble and so-called personality development artificially, without proper sadhana, without proper following the prescribed satovritti, previous acharyas. Just some qualities you will take and humble, and only discussing humble, but there is no sadhana behind that, and there is no standard process is following. And humility, and artificially maybe one or two times you may act like that, but that is not the natural quality of yours, because so you are not doing this sufficient sadhana for that, and sufficient proper offenseless chanting and offenseless So bhakti life you should lead, then that will destroy the anarthas, and then automatically all the good qualities will be manifested. That is the property of the bhakti. But artificially sometimes you will become, for everyone, in front of everyone you will become like this, but inside बहुत देखा इसको, then अंदर से ये feeling रहता हो. If inside you have this kind of feeling, that's not good actually. So that's why no need to drag the philosophy so much to just to prove your mental speculation. Sometimes whatever so philosophy and lifestyle you concocted, so trying to impose that on the audience, so that is very dangerous sometimes. If you are realized soul, then it is perfect, you are out of the modes. Otherwise your speculation may add into that, so then that may lead to the wrong philosophy also. So that's why be cautious. So giving the opportunity, sitting in the Vyasasana means you are not given that full rights. You should stick to the standards, stick to the, yes, the as it is previous acharyas, you should stick to the previous acharyas. So no innovation actually, so called innovation is not necessary. So bhakti science is transcending actually. It is a descending knowledge. You no need to innovate in this and produce the new masala. So pass it as it is from the top to the down. That is your duty. You are a postman, you are an instrument in the hands of the Supreme Lord. And whatever is saying that Bhagavatam sloka and previous acharyas are explaining, if you as it is repeat that, that is also perfection. To bring the varietiness in the class, and if you pull so much with your mental speculation, that will defeat the purpose and pollute the things. So that's why be cautious as a speaker of the Bhagavatam. No problem actually. If you are known as a, oh, he is simply repeating. What is the problem in repeating? Yes, we should repeat. We should not invent. We should repeat. That is a perfect servant, perfect follower. Means simply repeating. Yes, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. So when we that means we should understand that we are not self-realized, but we are as a sadhaka, as it is we are hearing and also repeating. This will help us. Satam prasangatmam virya samvido bhravanti hutkarna rasayana kataha tajoshanadashu apavarga vartmani shraddha ratir bhaktir anukramishati. So that's why by repeating continuously, by hearing and chanting of this Bhagavad Katha, so that will purify the heart, and so then automatically, so you'll be getting the Shraddha and also other stages of the realizations that will come. Then we'll understand even more and more. So when you are fully self-realized, you can also write the commentary on this. That's your commentary. Therefore, the knowledge of the personality of Godhead may be attained devotional service only. So then, if you go to that, impersonal Brahman knowledge is out of the modes, out of the Sattva Guna. But the Bhagavad Gnanam is not out of the Sattva Guna. It is coming from the Supreme Lord. It is transcendental actually. It is a transcendental knowledge. Out of many liberated souls, someone may be qualified to know personality of God. In the Bhagavad Gita, it is also said by the Lord himself that out of many hundreds and thousands of people, one may try for perfection in human life, and out of many liberated souls, one may know him as he is. Therefore, the knowledge of the personality of Godhead may be attained by devotional service only. So even if you want to understand Srimad Bhagavatam, so one should do the sadhana also. Without this sadhana, that's why tadangam, this is sadhana bhakti. If he is teaching this gnanam along with sadhana bhakti, so should practice this, then you'll understand that gnanam. Sadhana. If you don't do sadhana, simply reading the book with the Sanskrit knowledge and with only the spirit of the meanings of the English dictionary or otherwise Sanskrit dictionary, keep it and trying to understand these things, then that will not give you any knowledge actually. You will not get the meanings of that. The really, that is not the real understanding. So that's why devotional service is necessary. Rahasyam means devotional uh, service. Means here you should take prema actually. Okay. Lord Krishna instructed Arjuna in the Bhagavad Gita because he found Arjuna to be devotee and friend. Without such a qualification, one cannot enter into the mystery of the Bhagavad Gita. Therefore, one cannot understand personality of Godhead unless one becomes a devotee and discharges devotional service. This mystery is love of Godhead. So mystery means rahasyam. Rahasyam is love of Godhead. Therein lies the main qualification of knowing the mystery of the personality of Godhead. And to attain the stage of transcendental love of the Godhead, regulative principles of devotion service must be followed. So that is the regulative principles. If you, this is a mystery, this is a rahasya mystery, and you will get all these Bhagavad Anubhava, Jnanam and mystery by following this Tadangam. So the regulative principles are called Vaidhi Bhakti, or the devotional service to the Lord, and they can be practiced by neophyte with his present senses. Such regulative principles are mainly based on hearing and chanting of the glories of the Lord. That means Shravanadi Rupa, hearing and chanting. Tadangam. Lord Chaitanya therefore recommended 5 main principles for attaining perfection in the devotional service of the Lord. The first is association with the devotees. Second is chanting the glories of the Lord. Third is hearing the Srimad Bhagavatam from the pure devotee. Fourth, residing in a holy place connected with the Lord. And fifth is worshipping the deity of the Lord with devotion. You are all doing these 5, but not one. Hearing from pure devotee is not there. So at least, yeah, such rules and regulations are parts of devotional service. So as requested by Lord Brahma, the personality of Godhead will explain all about the 4 questions put forward by Brahma and others also, which are part and parcel of the same questions. Okay, next sloka. Yavanaham yatha bhavo yadrupa guna karmakah तथैव तत्त्वविज्ञानम् अस्तु ते मदनुग्रहात्. So translation, Chaitanya ji unko.
All of me, namely my actual eternal form and my transcendental existence, color, qualities, and activities, let all be awakened within you by factual realization out of my causeless mercy.
Yavan aham yatha bhavo yad rupa guna karmakah tathaiva tattva vijnanam astute madanugrahat. He is blessing. Supreme Lord is blessing him. By my mercy, you will understand. So the way how my qualities, names, pastimes are there, those things you will understand by mercy. Yeah. Where is he? Many times I am observing, he is coming for just half an hour and after that leaving 1 hour back, he will come later. Many days I am seeing actually like this. Coming and leaving the class without permission, this for a long gap is not good. You should say why he is leaving. Yes, Prabhu. Jai Gopinath, Prabhu.
Prabhu, this is regarding the previous verse
Yes.
where Prabhupada says about the five angas.
Yeah.
The first one, Prabhupada writes, the first is association with the devotees, and within brackets he is giving hearing. And also again, it comes as third, hearing Srimad Bhagavatam from pure devotees. So is these two, is there any difference, or it is one and the same or put in two different ways? Generally we say association of devotees means, okay, we be with devotees and perform devotional service together like that, or taking instructions from senior devotees. So how to understand these two as
Is in set
Prabhupada put?
some Sindhu also, no? So, what are those Sanskrit names for this? Mathura Vasavan. These five things. What are those? Anyone remember? First one is Sadhu Sangha. Huh? Mathura Vas is the third actually. Nama Sankirtan. Bhagavad Sangha, Nama Sankirtan. Mathura Vas, Srimurti Srita. First one is
Sadhu Sangha,
Sadhu Sangha,
Nama Kirtana,
Nama Kirtana,
Bhagavat Shravana,
Bhagavad Shravana,
Mathuravas,
Mathura Vas,
Sri Murtira Shraddhaya Sevan.
service to the deities. So that's a association, and third one is hearing Bhagavatam actually. So that is the difference. Association of devotees is in general actually, but the third one is it is the Bhagavatam, hearing Bhagavatam from the pure. The main thing is Bhagavatam, that is.
Okay.
There is also explanation about this, na? More sadhu sangha means sajati snigdha satovara,
Yeah. That is
and
conditions.
bhagavad shravan means bhagavad arth,
Yes.
that is aswadan, and DT seva, archa vigraha seva means with shraddha.
Yes.
So as many
Qualification.
yes, visheshana is
Necessity,
given, yeah,
necessity, necessity.
adjectives given, all
Yes.
things,
Yes.
not just meaning general.
Yeah. Sadhu Sangha, this we will discuss in the coming chapters also. So what kind of Sadhu Sangha we should do? In Bhakti Sandarbha it will come. Okay, now, so 32nd sloka, Yavanaham. Tatra sadyayoho साध्ययो विज्ञान रहस्ययोः आविर्भावार्थम आशिषम ददाति. So in this sloka, Lord is giving blessings. आशिषम ददाति. यावान स्वरूपतः यत् परिणामकः अहम यथा भावः सत्ता यस्य इति अलक्षणम् अहम इत्यर्थः. यानि रूपाणि, that means yavanaham means what is the swarupa of mine. So that whatever the swarupa of mine, and also yani rupani. So yatha bhavaha means bhavaha means satta. So what is my existence? That is next yani yad rupa guna karmakaha. Rupa guna karmaha. That means Lord's activities. Karma means gunas means his bhakta vatsalya ityadi gunas. Rupa means syama chaturbhujatvadini. All these tattad leelaha yasyaha saha. So yad rupa guna karmakah aham. So tathaiva, that means Simple words. I'm going to explain the my form, my qualities, my activities, my existence, and my swarupa. All these things. So you will understand by my blessings. Madanugrahat. Tava astu. So tava astu. Bhavatat भवतात् इति एतेन चतुश्लोक्यर्थस्य निर्विशेषपरत्वं स्वयमेव परास्थम्. So he told these things he's going to cover in the Chatusloki. Okay? And Chatusloki he's going to tell that. And before that, what he's going to understand, that also he's telling in this sloka. Chatusloki is having these 4 features. And those will be coming from the 33rd onwards, 33rd, 34, 35, 36. If you hear this, and what kind of things he is going to gain, he is going to understand the swarupa of the Lord. He is going to understand the existence of the Lord, and his Lord's rupam, Lord's gunas, and Lord's activities. All these things he is going to understand. So what we should understand now, Chatusloki Bhagavatam is going to give all this for the Brahmaji. That means Chatusloki Bhagavatam meaning is not the Brahman. Some people, Advaitins, they try to pull the Advaita meaning for that. They try to establish Brahman through the Chatusloki Bhagavatam. But here Jiva Goswami is raising an objection. By reading the Chatusloki, by studying what is the meaning of the Chatusloki Bhagavatam, is gaining the knowledge about the Lord's Swarupa, existence, various forms, qualities, and activities. That means Chatusloki Bhagavatam's meaning is not Nirvishesha Brahman. वक्षते च चतुश्लोकीम् एव उद्दिशता श्री भगवता स्वयं उद्धवं प्रति पुरा मया इत्यादो ज्ञानं परम मन्महिमा avabhasam iti. Even so, the speaker of this Chatusloki Bhagavatam, he is also saying to the previously Uddhava. What he is saying? So whatever I said, that is my glory actually. Vakshate cha Chatuslokim eva uddishita bhag Sri Bhagavata Swayam Uddhavam Prati Pura Maya Ityado Gnanam Param Manmahima. So the same speaker of this Chatusloki Bhagavat also spoke to the Uddhava, and there also Gnanam, whatever Gnanam is there in that Uddhava Gita, that is the glory of the Lord. Tattva Vijnana Padena Rupadi Namapi Sarupa Bhutatvam Vektam. Atra Vijnanashihi Spasta Rahasyashischa. Okay. This is okay. Next slogan onwards will. Yes. The purport, the secret of success in understanding the intricacies of knowledge of the absolute truth, the personality of Godhead, is the causeless mercy of the Lord. Even in the material world, the father of many sons discloses the secret of his position to the pet sons. The father discloses the confidence unto son by his mercy only. Similarly, one must be very dear to the Lord in order to know the Lord. The Lord is unlimited. No one can know him completely. But one's advancement in the transcendental loving service of the Lord can make one eligible to know Lord. You can read out this purport. We'll go to the Chatusloki Bhagavatam now. Ahamevasame Nanyat yat sadasatparam Paschadaham yadetaccha Yo vasishyeta sosmyaham. Translation: Brahma, it is I, the personality of Godhead, who was existing before the creation, when there was nothing but myself, nor was there the material nature, the cause of this creation. That which you see now is also I, the personality of Godhead. And after annihilation, what remains will also be I, the personality of Godhead. From here, this is the first sloka in the Chatusloki Bhagavat. All of you know this. Ahameva sameva agri. So what is the meaning of this? Now we'll discuss this. Aham eva asam. What is the kriya in this? Asam. Asam means existed. Aham, what is the subject for this? Aham. Aham eva asam. I existed. When? Agre. Agre means before. Before of what? Huh? Before the creation. And that means before the creation he was only existing. And na anyat yat sadasat param. So whatever we are seeing, that is, everything is he only. Because initially he only, and everything is coming from him, means that is nothing but non-different from him. So paschad aham. So after the annihilation of everything also, I only remain. And everything is coming from me. So that's the point he is saying. Nor was there the material nature, the cause of this creation, that which you see now is also I. So whatever we are seeing, everything is I. Whatever after the annihilation also, he only remains. This is the meaning. This is what? Gnanam. The first sloka is a Gnanam. So this is establishing, this sloka is establishing Lord is supreme. Lord is only the one. Lord is everything actually. Everything is coming from him. This is the Gnanam. Tadevam abhidheyadi chatustayam Chatuslokya nirupayan Pratamam Gnanartham Swalakshanam Pratipadayati. So first he is explaining about his characteristic. Who is he? Atra aham shabdena tad vakta murta eva uchyate. First and foremost point. What Lord is saying, simple meaning if you take, I existed. That means in front of the Brahmaji, one person is standing. And that person is saying, I existed. Means what? And I existed before the creation, and after the, now also everything is I only, and whatever after annihilation also I only. Means I means what? I we use for whom? For the person. So that means it is establishing murti, form. Person means is having the form. Here the word I, aham shabda, I means here aham shabda is establishing so the form, because speaker is saying na I, then speaker is having the form. So aham shabda is establishing the form of the Lord, form of the truth. Whichever is going to, truth is how it is said, this absolute truth before creation, that only there. Creation also coming from that. After annihilation also it only remains. That is the truth. And that truth is Lord himself, because he is saying I. That means it is having the form. That means natu nirvishesha Brahma. This is not nirvishesha Brahman. So with Brahmaji, who is speaking? Nirvishesha Brahman is speaking or the Lord is speaking? Who is having form? So the person who is having form is speaking. So then why you are saying here Chatusloki Bhagavad is establishing Nirvishesha Brahman? That is false. That is wrong. Okay, natu nirvishesha Brahma. First point is what? What you should write? In this sloka, aham shabda is establishing the form of the Lord. And that means here I is establishing the form. Simply, form of the Lord is not necessary. I is establishing the form. But because I only remains na before creation, after creation, and so while creation. So that means I indicating the form. That means, so whatever is truth, that is having the form. That is not the Nirvishesha Brahma. Nirvishesha Brahma, even it cannot speak also. How it can speak? It is not having any limbs. How can it speak? Yes. Next, tad avishayatvat atmagnana tatparyakatve tu tattvam asi itivat tvameva asi ityeva vaktum upayuktatvat tascha ayamartah. Tattvam asi itivat tvameva asi ityeva vaktum upayuktatvat tatascha. Samprati bhavantam prati pradhur bhavan asau parama manohara Sri Vigraha ahameva agre mahapralayakale api asam eva. So just the reason is given. So here I is representing the form, not the Nirvishesha Brahma, because Nirvishesha Brahma cannot be denoted with the I. So because it is simply a Gnana Rupa. Satyam Gnanam Anantam Brahma. Simply being a Gnana Rupa, it cannot be indicated with the I. That point is said here. And next, Lord, what he wants to say to the Brahmaji, hey Brahmaji, whatever the form you are seeing with your eyes, now the same thing will be whatever is appearing, Pradurbhavan, that means whatever the form is appearing, that's a Parama Manohara Sri Vigraha, means very beautiful form. This only after the, before the creation, this form only was there, and after the annihilation, complete annihilation, Mahapralaya, after that also this form only will be there. So that is the meaning actually, that understanding we should take here. So why Lord is saying Ahamevasa means, so Tattvam is having the form, that is beautiful form, that is me. So like that he is saying. Next, Vasudevo va idam agre asit na Brahma na cha Shankara eko Narayana asit Brahma na Ishana ityadi srutibhyaha. And also we should understand that only the Supreme Lord Vasudeva is only there, not the Brahma and not the Shankara. These are also are not there. Bhagavan ekah asit idam agre atmatmanam vibhur ityadi tritiya. Even tritiya skanda also you are seeing. Bhagavan eka asid idam agre atmatmanam. This is the tritiya skanda sloka. Atah vaikunta tat parshadadinam tad upangatvat aham padeneva grahanam. So then people may ask, oh, Lord is only existing, then what about the jivas in the spiritual world? What about them? He is alone. How can you say he is alone? There are the so many millions and trillions of jivas are there in the spiritual world. Then what about that? How can you say, Lord, I am alone? That means there are no liberated souls. So now the answer is, what is that? Since they are all the servants of the Lord and they considered as the anga, upanga. Upanga means they are included with the Lord only. Like example, Raja Asau Prayati, king is going. So even king is going with his all servants, trillions of the millions of the soldiers and different people who are the servants and others and others. But we say king is going, not that the soldiers are going with king, or we say. So same way here, Lord is existing means you should obviously understand that he is accompanied with these servants. There's a meaning here. ततः तेषां च तद्वदेव स्थितिर्बोध्यते तथा च राजप्रश्नः स चापि यत्र पुरुषः विश्वस्थित्युद्भवाप्ययः मुक्त्वा आत्ममाया मायेशः सेते सर्वगुहाशयः. And also he is leaving the Lord is not the doing all the time the so-called this material creation, maintenance and destruction. He is not doing at all. He is very enjoying. He is in the spiritual world. He is not doing anything. That means before this creation also he is not there means, that means he is not doing anything. One may think like that. So he is not doing anything. That means it looks like that he is not doing anything because creation is not there. So then before the material creation he was alone. So that means he is not doing anything. And he is not doing anything means, so if you say king is also, sometimes you say he is not doing anything. Today he is not coming to the royal court. He is not doing anything today. That means what? He is not coming and he is not doing the official activities. But he is always eating, sleeping, and he is doing the various sweet relations with his queens, and he having this some discussions with his queens. So still we say he is not doing, he is absent, today is leave, not doing anything. So it doesn't mean that it is Nirvishesha Brahma. It means, so he is not doing this material affairs, but he is doing his internal activities. So Lord is alone before the creation means what we should understand. So now we are seeing the many doers, like Brahmaji also doing some secondary creation. So from this we should understand, when Lord said I am alone, he is only the real karta, he is the real doer. There are no other doers. So that's why he is only the whole and soul cause, sarvakarana karanam, for everything. Ishvara Paramah Krishna Sachidananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govind. Sarva Karana Karanam. He is the cause of all the cause. He is the ultimate doer. There are no other doers. Original doer he is only. Next, Kartantarasya Arupatvadikasya cha. That means other doers are rejected. Here, other doers are rejected by the word I. I am alone, he said. That is rejecting other doers behind the creation. Tatra asambhavanaya nivrittihi taduktam yad rupa guna karmaka iti atayeva yadva asameva iti. Brahmadi bahirjnana gnana gochara srishtyadi lakshana kriya tarasya vyavrittihi natu swant So here he is alone. Before creation he was there. At the same point I am repeating. So what it means, generally whatever we see, like Brahmaji and others, they are doing the creation and this kind of, anyone can easily understand the activities are now, and the creation is there. While the creation time we'll be seeing the various activities. So before creation he was there means, do we think that is a Nirvishesha Brahman and not doing anything? Because no creation is there, that means no activities, no form, no leelas, nothing. Do you think like that? No, that is not mean that he is not having any leelas and any form. No, but he is having all the internal leelas, like how I said in the king is having his internal leelas. Even he is not doing the material affairs. So that's official activities he is not doing. Ahameva asam. Asam means Sampratam bhavata drishyamanaihi visheshaihi yebihi agrepi virajamanaha eva tishtam iti nirakaratvadikasyaiva. Here the word asam is also having the meaning asagati diptyadanosh. So asadhatu is having the various meanings. So asam means now I am, and also I was, and I will be. It indicates that whatever the Visheshnas are you are seeing in me, those Visheshnas are, along with these all Visheshnas, you will be seeing me in the future also. So in the same way I will be existing. That is asam dhatu. Anyway, this technical term. Taduktam anena slokena sakara nirakara vishnu lakshana karinyam muktafala tikayam api napi sakareshu avyaptihi tesham akara ati akarati rohitatvat iti. Aitireika sutimsya. Okay. Vedamagre. There are so many Shrutis are there in the supporting of the establishing each point. It takes so much time if you go line by line. Again and again, just Srila Jiva Goswami is trying to establish Nirvishesha Brahman is not there before is not the conclusion, Savishesha only. And sometimes you'll be seeing the Shastra, so Nirvishesha Brahman as the absolute truth. That is because Kvachit Adhikarini Shastreva Swarupa Bhuta Vishesha Vyutpatyartha Vyutpatya Samarthe Sah Ayam Ahameva Nirvisheshataya Pratibhami Ityartha. So here it is said that sometimes you'll be seeing in the scriptures Nirvishesh Brahman as absolute truth. What it means? So some people, some adhikaris, they are not having the adhikara to see all the visheshnas of the Lord. Or otherwise, sometimes shastras describe. So some shastras, because they are not describing the qualities of the Lord or the visheshnas of the Lord. So in that case, you will be seeing the truth as Nirvishesha Brahman. So it is only the time being, but originally, what is that? Originally is the Savishesha form, but that same thing, if someone is not able to see the Visheshnas, then that is described as Nirvishesha form. It's not that the Nirvishesha is the original and this Savishesha form is assumed in between. No, because Aham Asam is said. The word Asam is establishing that. So that Savishesha form is there before and now and also in future. That is permanent actually. Is all the times it is there. It's not that the what Advaitins they say. So Brahman only is reflecting on the Vidya, and that is the Lord's form. So then, since it is reflecting on the Vidya, which is non-different from the Brahman, and you may take it as it's just like a so Brahman only. So it's a supreme truth only. Like that, they try to take in a reverse manner actually. So that is rejected here. And also it is said in the Bhagavad Gita also, Brahmano hi pratishtaham. I am the shelter for the Brahman. It's not that the Brahman is a shelter for the Lord. In reverse, it is not said. So that's why Bhagavad Gnanameva Pratipaditam. So that's why Chatusloki Bhagavatam establishing the Bhagavad Gnanam, not the Brahma Gnanam. Give the various arguments to establish Chatusloki Bhagavatam is establishing Bhagavad Gnanam, not the Brahma Gnanam. Give the various arguments to establish Chatusloki Bhagavatam is Chatusloki Bhagavatam gives Bhagavad Gnanam, not Brahma Gnanam. Brahma Gnanam. You wrote? Yeah. Read out.
Give the various arguments to establish that Chatushloki Bhagavatam is giving about Bhagavad Gyanam and not Brahma Gyanam. Marks, bro?
5 marks. Write the 5 arguments. Already we discussed now. 5 arguments. Huh? Huh? Okay. No, no time now. Here
Question,
the
bro.
class.
You are telling about this Asam is establishing some form, Savesha form. So what is that? Nirvishesha or
Nirvishesha what?
that Asam word is establishing something that I didn't get it, bro.
Asam is Asadhatu. Asagati Deepti. Deepti Adhaneshu. Adhana. In these meanings it is. Asadhatu is having the Gati meaning, Deepti meaning, and Dana. Adhana. Adhana means having. That's why asam. That means whenever Lord is saying aham asam is saying, asdhatu is used here. So that means whatever the visheshnas are there now, those were there in the back previously also and will be there in future, because Lord is using the what word? Asam he is using. Asam is always tells about which are always existing. It's not that the some time being it is there. Those visheshnas, that means qualities. Trying to understand. So the form, whatever is having qualities, those. So what is saying Lord? Aham asam means what? Who is having the various qualities, form and beautiful shape and beautiful clothes he's wearing. Everything he's saying, that is I. That is asam. He's saying means whatever the qualities Brahmaji is seeing now by his eyes, all those qualities, that form is having the qualities, and those are all there before also, now also will be, because the word asam is used. Exist. It is existing. It's not the time being temporary. He's not saying that these qualities are whatever this form is like Advaitins, what they say, the Lord Vishnu's form they also accept, but they say it is a Vidya Vachana Chaitanyam. It is only for time being. It is. Sometime it will be. Till the time just Maya is there, till the time Vidya Vritti, Vidya. So Vidya will be there, and that's why the form also will be there. Then in that case, asam word will be used, will not be used. Then Lord will not say, if Lord's form is not permanent, then asam kriya pada, that's verb is not, might not be used.
Means asam is used for past tense, no bro. So
Yeah.
asit, astam.
Yeah.
So how it can be for future also, bro? Like
Yeah, avashishyate, he's saying, na? In the next. So paschad aham yadetach yah avasishyate so asmi aham. So after the destruction also I am alone. Avasishyate, I remain. So asam and avasishyate, the same thing will be remaining. Okay, arguments are clear. Asam and I also is used. That is also rejecting the Brahmagnana. And also other things. Read the commentary. Otherwise, hear the lecture back. You'll get. Ateva asya gnanasya paramaguhyatvam uktam. So that's why Bhagavad Gnanam is the Bhagavad Gnanam is established by Chatusloki Bhagavatam, not the Brahma Gnanam. If it is Brahma Gnanam, then it is not secret. Brahma Gnanam is coming from the Sattva Guna. Since it is Bhagavad Gnanam, that's why it is Paramaguhyam. This Gnanam is Paramaguhyam because it is Bhagavad Gnanam. So someone say, Nanu Sustehe Anantaram Jagati. Jagati na upalambhase tatra. So someone must say, so okay, before Sushti you are there, but after this creation is done, then you will not be there. One may say. Only Jagat will be there. So you will not be available. Then where you are? Show me. So before Sushti you are there, and now we are having Jagat. You are not there. So then what is the answer for that? Tatra aha pascha sustehe anantaram api ahameva asam. How can you say? Before creation you are there, okay, no problem. After the creation, creation is there. You are not there. So because everything you from you, everything creation is coming, you are saying that means now it is creation, it is. Where are you? You are not there. So like this, someone may put rise question, then what is the answer for this? Then answer is पश्चादपि अहमेवा अहमेव आसम वैकुंठे तु भगवद्याकारेण प्रपंचेषु अंतर्यामी आकारेण इति शेषः. That means I only exist. I exist in the Vaikuntha in the form of the Bhagavan, and here in this middle world also I only exist in the form of Antaryami. This is the meaning we should understand. He is existing in the middle world in the form of Antaryami, Sarvantaryami. Paramatma, in the form of Paramatma. Antaryama, if Antaryami Paramatma is not there in a small atom also, if he is not there, that will not have any existence. Satta is coming for any object, Satta, it is having the Satta because of the only entering of Paramatma. Otherwise, no Satta actually. It's like Akash Pushpa then. So that's why I am only entering into the everywhere. Prapancheshu antaryamyadyakaryani shesha. Etena srishti sthiti pralaya hetur ahetur asya ityadi pratipaditam bhagavad jnaname upadishtam. That means from the by the Chatusloki Bhagavatam, what is established? Bhagavad Jnanam only is established. Like you will be seeing in the coming slokas, coming chapter, Srishti Sthiti Pralaya Hetur Ahetur. Lord is the cause for the Srishti Sthiti Pralaya and also Ahetu. Hetuhu Ahetu. He is also not the cause. That means in the spiritual world he is simply playing with his internal potencies, and he is not the cause also and he is the cause also. Both. So that means this kind of knowledge only is established here also by the Chatusloki Bhagavatam. Nanu sarvatra ghatapadadhyakaram ye drishyante te tu tadrupani na bhavanti. So then now still Purupakshi is still pulling the leg. He is saying that, so after the creation we are seeing the ghatapata. Pots, mats, we are seeing this. Not the you. How can you say you are there in the after the creation? We don't believe in this. Then Lord is saying, what is saying? This ghatapata, that means pot, mat, sabi, all these, they are also ye drishyanti te tu tvad rupani. So that means these are all there and they are not your form, and that's why tava apurnatva prasiktihi. So then you are not complete. You are not complete because they are all different from you. They are all different from you. How can you say everything is you only? They are different from you because they are not looking like you. Then what answer is said here? Yadetad vishram tadapi ahameva. Lord is saying, this creation is also me only. Yadetad vishram tadapi ahameva. Mad ananyatvad. Nothing is separate from me. Nothing is separate from me. Madatmakam eva. Everything is me only. Because this manifestation of this middle world is out of the Bahiranga Shakti. That is also his energy only. And that's why energy is not different from the energetic. So that's why nothing is separate from the Lord. So with this we discussed in the previous Brahmaji and creation is explaining. So this point also we discussed. Yes. Puneet Prabhu, you want to?
Yes, Lord. Maya tadam idam sarvam jagat vyakt murtina.
Yes.
Here also like is there existing.
Yes.
So that same meaning is there.
Yes.
And Prabhuji, one question. I asked anything satta is there because of presence of as Antaryami Lord. But satta is also due to Brahman, can be also there. Na? Nirvises chinmat satta, we say. They say Brahman is there. Because of Brahman also, one may say existence. So how to understand?
Satta is also Brahman and Paramatma. Do you think those are two different things? Both, everything is one only. Is one thing only. That's Krishna. अनेन सह अयं ते अभिहितः तात भगवान विश्वभावनः. नेक्स्ट अनदर समासेन हरेरन्य अन्यस्मात् सदसच्च यत् इत्याद्युक्तं भगवद्ज्ञानमेव उपदिष्टम्. So that means this sloka is completely establishing that Jiva Goswami is trying to do that, tell that this, based upon this sloka, Bhagavad Gnanam is only the established knowledge of Chatusloki Bhagavata, Bhagavad Gnanam. So you can write any points actually. All these points also. Yes. Everything is establishing Bhagavad Gnanam only. Every discussion here, that is the main his focus. तथा पूर्वं स्वानुग्रह प्रकाशत्वेन प्रतिज्ञातं यावत्वं सर्वकाल देश परिच्छेद. Are all slokas actually. It's a very detailed discussion. If we do, it will take 1-2 hours class. Every sloka and point and proof to say takes some time. Schedule already is out of coverage area. Schedule is already 3 is out of coverage area. I cannot do that. I will give you this much knowledge only. Whatever. Only the main point is this sloka Jiva Goswami, what he is trying to establish, what he is trying to establish. Here Chatusloki Bhagavatam is teaching Bhagavad Gnanam. That you remember that and try to make out some points by seeing the English translation, and that is enough. Prabhupada also has so many points. Prabhupada is also covering. Same, it's commentary as it is उतार दिए हैं प्रभु जी. So impersonalist, so we'll be discussing same points. Last year also we read this here. Same arguments he translated into English, and so what we discussed now, that only is there in the purport. You read this. So the word I is there, I, and I is establishing the form. Yes. Yes. Okay. Go to next sloka. Riterdam yat pratiyeta na pratiyeta chatmane tadvidyadatmano mayam yatha bhaso yatha tamaha. Translation. O Brahma, whatever appears to be of any value, if it is without relation to me, has no reality. Know it as my illusory energy, that reflection which appears to be in darkness. Okay, got it? Anything without relation to the Lord is illusion. It's illusory energy. So big. अथ तादृशरूपादिविशिष्टस्य आत्मनः व्यतिरेकमुखेन विज्ञानार्थं विज्ञापनार्थं माया लक्षणम् आह. So in this sloka, what is going to happen? What he is telling? So in this sloka, he is telling about the characteristic of Maya. That is also going to tell about the Lord only, but in the indirect way. So how to see the Lord? That is explained here. That means if you understand Maya, then whichever is opposite to that is the Lord. So with that understanding, this is said. Vetireka mukhena. Atmanah vetireka mukhena. So this Maya is different from the Swarupa of the Lord. So that's why here, so Maya is described. So intention is what? To understand the Lord only. That's the main point here. Tadrisha Rupadi Visishtasya. That means the Lord is having the permanently form, qualities, and others. And that Lord is Visishtasya Atmanah, that Lord's Maya is explained here, which is opposite to his Swarupa. How it is described here? Rite artham yat pratiyeta na pratiyeta chatmani tad vidyad atmano mayam yatha baso yatha tamaha. Here, try to understand. Artham means paramartha bhutam mam vina yat pratiyeta. What it mean? Maya means what? The one which without me doesn't appear. Without me. Pratiti means what? Na pratiyate. Huh? Doesn't appears. Mat pratito, that means what? Maya, appearance of Maya is not there in the Lord. Weather अच्छा नहीं actually. So drowsy. अच्छा टॉपिक लेकिन वेदर डुबा दिया. टॉपिक इज गुड बट रिथेर्थम यत् प्रतीयेत रिते अर्थम यत् प्रतीयेत. This we are dealing now. Rite artham means paramartham. Means Lord. Rite means without. Without. Without Lord, yet अर्थम परमार्थ भूतम माम विना यत प्रतीयेत. Yat. Yat means which. What is that? That is Maya. Pratiyeta means appear. Pratiyeta means appears. Try to understand. Without me, Paramartham means here what? You should take Lord. Lord means who is saying this statement? Lord. That's why Paramartham means you should take me. Without me, the one which appears. Okay? What it mean? This is the first level explanation. This is a level 1 explanation. Okay? So then what it means? What it means? The meaning is without me which appears. That means Maya appears without me. Means mat pratito tat pratityabhavat. Mat pratito tat pratityabhavat. Pratityabhavat means English. I'm writing English here. In my appearance, her appearance is not there. What it mean? So what it mean? Once again, this is first thing, and this means this, and this means this, and this means in my appearance, her appearance is not there. Means her appearance is outside to my appearance. Mattah barhireva yasya pratitihi. That means now picture ये picture है final. This is Lord's appearance. In this there is no Maya's appearance. Maya's appearance. That means Maya's appearance is outside to the Lord's appearance. Appearance means Lord's Swarupa. You can take here. So that means Maya is always outside to Swarupa of the Lord. Swarupa means appearance, you can take. Swarupa of Lord. Okay? This you got? This explanation is this. Only 1/4 of the sloka we took. This 1/4 text. Next, we'll go into next part. Photo, auto. Already out. What you are doing, bro? Recording is there. You can open that recording. You can pause that, and you can also screenshot it. So many things are there. Everything is recorded now. Because you don't want to open the record. You leave. videos, recordings. Nobody will watch actually, because you are all one time hearing is enough. Next what? Na pratiyeta chatmani. What is remaining in that first? Na pratiyeta chatmani. Na pratiyeta chatmani. Chatmani, you make the sandhi with cha atmani. Na pratiyeta cha atmani. It means what it mean? Meaning. In Sanskrit, it is written that यस्य च मदाश्रयत्वं विना स्वतः प्रतीतिर नास्ति. Sanskrit, यस्य च is there, च यस्य मदाश्रयत्वं विना स्वतः प्रतीतिर नास्ति. स्वतः प्रतीतिः नास्ति. What it mean? So without yasya means you should take maya. Whose means here what? Yasya means whose. Whose means here the whose discussion maya. Maya. Madashrayat means without my shelter. Madashrayat mina means without my shelter. So maya without my shelter. Swatah means by own. So pratiti means appearance. By own appearance. Doesn't have. Maya doesn't have appearance by own. That means without my shelter, Maya doesn't have. Lord is saying that what finally? Maya doesn't have appearance without appearance by me, by own. By own. That means without me. Because he is only alone, na? That's why without him, she cannot have. But otherwise, what they say, Maya is independent. There is no Brahman and Maya, they don't have any connection. But here what he is saying, Lord, so Maya is with the my shelter. That means her appearance within my shelter. That's why. So now from if you connect the both two statements, that means Lord is this, and this is the Maya, and Maya's appearance is always outside to the appearance of the Lord, and appearance of the Maya is not independent. It is also dependent. This is not there inside to this Swarupa, but it is outside to the Swarupa of this. And without this, it is also not possible. Like the shadow. Like the shadow you take. There is a sun. Sun is there. Shadow or the darkness, anything you can take. Darkness or shadow, anything. Take shadow. Shadow is not there in the Swarupa of the sun. Okay, it's not possible. And it is always outside to the sun. And also, without the sun, there is no shadow. Like this. Maya is having this kind of relation. And that Maya, Tad Vidyat, that means the one who is having this kind of relation, that is known as Maya. Tad Vidyat Atmanaha Maya. Atmanaha Maya. Yathambhaso, Yathabhaso, Yathatamaha. Here two examples are given. Two examples are given. Two examples are given to explain Maya. What are those? One is Abhasaha and another is Tamaha. Why these two examples are given? We are going to see now. Hmm. Hmm? What? We'll see. We'll see now. It takes another 15 minutes. क्या करें? Two examples are given. Yatha bhaso yatha tamaha. To explain this Maya. Yatha lakshanam vastu atmanah mama parami. So whatever this characteristic, that means what characteristic he explained? So that vastu, some vastu he is saying here. Krishna is saying one vastu, which is without whose appearance is without the appearance of, or otherwise whose appearance is outside to the appearance of the Lord, and whose appearance is not dependent on itself, but it is dependent on Lord. So what is that kind of vastu? That is Maya. That is the Lord's Maya. And that Maya is here explained with the two examples. What is the two examples? What are those? Jiva Maya, Guna Maya. Why these two examples are given? So Abhasa and Tamaha, these are the two different examples are given to explain the Maya. One is to explain the Jiva Maya and Guna Maya. But yeah. But you don't write this exact. Abhasa is Jiva Maya and this that is not said. Two examples are given is said, and to describe the Jiva Maya and Guna Maya. What is what we'll see. That is not clearly said here actually. अत्र विद्यात् अत्र शुद्धजीवस्यापि चिद्रूपत्वाविशेषेण तदीय रश्मिस्थानीयत्वेन च स्वान्तःपात एव विवक्षितः तत्र अस्याः द्वात्मिकत्वेन अभिधानं दृष्टान्त द्वैधेन लभ्यते. So, but here in the Chatusloki Bhagavatam we are seeing the explanation of the Maya And he in the first sloka he is telling about himself. So what about the Jivatmas? Because Jivatmas by nature pure, and they are all considered as the at the that's if you take Lord as a sun, and sun rays are compared with the Jivas. So that's why sun rays are not different from the sun. In that sense, that's why here we are not going to discuss this is so Krishna in the Chatusloki Bhagavatam specifically didn't say about the Jiva, because Jiva by nature it is pure. So Suddha Jivasya, the pure Jivatmas, they are also Chit, and they are all. So that's why we are not discussing the spiritual world Jivas. Here Maya we are discussing means that is connected to the relation with the Baddha Jivas. But the Suddha Jivas are not discussed here. That means they are also influenced by the another Maya, that is the Yoga Maya, and they are so they like this. That kind of discussion is not here. He didn't say, because that everything is sum total. That is the Swarupa of the Lord. So like sun globe, all the Suddha Jivas are all so existing here, and so that is not discussed. But only the Maya is discussed here. तत्र जीवमायाख्यस्य प्रथमांशस्य तादृशत्वं दृष्टान्तेन स्पष्टयन् असंभावानां निरस्यति यथाभासा इति. So first of all, Maya is having two amshas. One is Jiva Maya, another is Guna Maya. So Jiva Maya we are going to discuss. Abhasaha means, first example is what? So Abhasa is given. For the Maya explanation, Abhasa example is given. Abhasa means Jyotihi Bimbasya Swiya Prakashat Vyavahita Pradeshe Katanchit Uchchalita Pratichevi Visheshaha Sa Yatha Tasmad Bahireva Pratiyete Nachatam Vina Tasya Pratitihi Tata Sapi Tyartaha. First discussion, now we are going to go inside. See. What is first example is Abhasa. This is also is given as example for the Maya. Tama is also given as example for the Maya. And this also should follow the characteristics explained. And this also should follow the characteristic explained. What is Abhasa? Abhasa means, so if you take the Bimba, Bimba means object to be reflected. Object to be reflected. That is a Bimba, which is like take some light. Bulb you take. Bulb. Glowing bulb. This is a Bimba. So it is bulb or anything. And now Vyavahita Pradeshe. That means you should now Abhasa should be outside to this and also should dependent on this. So now take some example. I am giving one mirror, and you can just this bulb light is falling on this, and then it will be also looking a light, some prakasha. Like sometimes you can take other object, you take as sun also you can take. What do we do? So take the mirror and yeah. So like sun rays are falling and you can put that, you can, that is also acting like this place is acting like the bulb light. But is the original light? This is no, it is what? Abhasa means looks like original but not original. Well, for example, smoke. For the smoke, this dust, which is the small dust particles which are rising in the air, so those looks like smoke. So that's why dust is the abhasa for the smoke. Yes or no? Same way here, this bimba's light is falling on the some light mirror or something, some surface, some clean surface, and this also looks like the source of the light, but it's not originally. So this is known as abhasa. It is satisfying two conditions or not. So it is this pratiti. That means abhasa is appearance of abhasa is outside the appearance of the bimba or not outside. And also without the, if you take out the bimba, that means bulb or the sun, can you find any abhasa here? No, that means it is dependent also. It is dependent and it is outside to the so appearance of that main. So that's why abhasa example is given. आभासः ज्योतिः बिम्बस्य स्वीय प्रकार ओके अनेन प्रतिच्छवि विपर्ययाभास धर्मत्वेन तस्याम् आभासाख्यत्वं ध्वनितम्. सो नेक्स्ट अतः तत्कार्यस्य अपि आभासाख्यत्वं क्वचित् आभासश्च निरोधश्च इत्यादौ तत्र सा यथा. So that's why this is abhasa, and whatever it is doing is also abhasa. That's why all the activities in the material world are the abhasa to the activities of spiritual world. Here this is the original, and here whatever is done, that is original, and by this abhasa whatever is happening, that is a reflection only. Hmm? अत्र सः यथा कथञ्चित् अत्यंत उद्भटात्मा स्वचाकचिक्यछटापतितनेत्राणां नेत्रप्रकाशम् आवृणोति तमावृत्य च स्वेनो अत्यन्तोद्भुततेजसस्त्वेन तत्र नेत्रं व्याकुलं सोपकण्ठे वर्णशावल्यम् उद्गरति कदाचित् तदेव पृथक्भावेन नानाकारतया परिणमति तथा इयमपि जीवज्ञानम् आवृणोति. Very tough sloka this is. जो गया खो गया. So when this abhasa falls on the eye, then what will happen? So such a blazing light, that means effulgent light. So this effulgent light falls on the eye. For example, now you take This falls on the eye. Here you take eye. Then what will happen? This, when it falls on the eye, first of all, what it will do? It will finish the natural vision. Finish the natural vision of that person. Okay? Then after that, also, it will cause to see the various colors. Yes or no? And the abhasa, that means this heavy light is reflecting from here. Like if I take the mirror and I just put that light on your eyes, then what will happen? First of all, you are not able to see. And next, you will be seeing the various colors. Yes or no? So here, losing the vision is known as, that means covering the vision of that person. Here what this abhasa is doing, covering the vision. Covering the vision is known as Jiva Maya. Maya also what it does? It is the actually reflection of the Lord's energy. Maya is, in the case of abhasa, what you should take? Maya now. And that Maya is what does? It covers the Jiva's Swarupa, Gnanam, Huyame. And also it gives the new Prapancha. Beautiful. Understand? So here now the example how to see like this. Is it? That means when the abhasa, effulgent abhasa, is compared with the Maya. And when it is falling on the eyes, what is happening? So, yeah, vision. Vision is lost. And here Maya is also what does? Jiva Maya. That means Jiva Maya, that is a portion of the Maya. Jiva Maya covers the Swarupa Gnanam of the Jiva. So next, vision is lost. Then after that, what will happen? You will be seeing the various colors. Various colors. And various colors means here what you should take? Gunamaya. Various colors is nothing but the Gunamaya. That means various modes. Here what Gunamaya means? 3 modes. Prakriti. 3 modes. That's why Maya is having the 2 portions. One portion will cover the Swarupa of that is Avidya. That is the Avidya. That is the cover the Swarupa Gnanam of the Jiva. And another portion is, that's cause for this material manifestation, Prakriti. So that's why, are you seeing Avidya is coming from the Prakriti in the 23 elements? Is there anywhere? Is there? No. That means that portion is different. Maya is having the 2 portions, Jiva Maya and Guna Maya. Okay. Like this, here you can understand. Lot of discussion is there. What should I do? This much is enough? Huh?
Request is that
Huh?
many times this Chatusloki Bhagavatam Dana, whenever we hear, we fear about this. We don't, because it is very difficult. But if you kindly can give time and give understanding, that will be great help. Otherwise, we will always running away. I could not understand. Nobody could give understanding also, because Chatusloki Bhagavad Vitrek Annat Vitrekabhyam, all will come direct in the right understanding. So if kindly can give, that will be for our life understand. Otherwise, for exam point, we'll take some point and write and become pass also. But understanding not there, we will always run away.
Then you give time, all
So please give it
extra
time.
time. I
Yeah.
want time
So you take
from all
time,
of you.
you take time and nicely give understanding
Yeah.
for sloka, because
For me, no problem.
for
That's-
sloka is like life, so
I
life and
want this answer.
life of the Bhagavatam. You can check with others also. This is my personal understanding, personal views.
Because some students may think, anyway, if I hear, I will forget, and what is the need of hearing? And somehow, okay, it's over.
I'll approach personally.
If everyone is all thinking like that, then it's well and fine, and we can give some sufficient time. Huh? Huh? Yes. You understood till now this sloka? Second sloka. First sloka is establishing Bhagavad Gnanam. That you should, various arguments. It's not much actually there. And this sloka is very important. And fourth sloka is also very important. Second and fourth are very big commentaries. And 1 and 3, okay. It's a simple. And only 2-3 points mainly. Main points anyway you got. In the first sloka, only aham is important and asam is important. And that is establishing the savika, that means the the saguna form. That is the main point actually there, nothing much. But here it is having these points actually like this, you see. Maya, so Maya is having the two amshas, so that Jiva Maya and Guna Maya. So both, so they are seen like this. Okay, you understood? So Jiva Maya, Jiva Gnanam Avrunoti. Okay. Next, Satvadi Guna Samya Rupam Gunamayakyam Jadam Prakritim Udghirati. Kadachit Pratak Bhutan Satvadi Guna Nanakaritaya Parinamati Cha Ityadyapi Gneyam. So that means this way, Maya is two types, Gunamaya and Jivamaya. Jivamaya covers the Jivagnanam, Jivatma's Gnanam. That means I am soul. So Jivatma is also Satchit, Chit Padartha. It is a knower actually, Jivatma. But that is, and it knows himself as, so it should know itself as soul. I am soul. But now it is not happening because Jiva Maya is covering that. Next, Taduktam Ekadesh Stitasya Agnehe Jyotsna Avistharini Yatha Parasya Brahmo Yatha Tatha Idam Akilam Jagat. So like a lamp is at one place and it is spreading its jyotsna, means its light to the different places. The same way, Maya is also spreading. So Parasya Brahmano Maya Tatha Yam Akilam. Like that, Maya is also spreading her influence on every Jivatma. Every Jivatma and covering their knowledge. Okay. Tatha Cha Ayurveda Vidaha. That's anyway different examples are given in slokas. Tadevam nimittamsho jivamaya upadanamsho gunamaya ityagrepi vechaniyam. So there are two different other names also we are getting for the jivamaya. Jivamaya and gunamaya. Jivamaya covers the swarupa of jiva, swarupa gnanam of jiva, and gunamaya is a cause for the manifestation of the material world. So jivamaya is also known as what? What I said? Nimittamshaha. What is that? So Jivamaya is the Nimittamshaha. Jivamaya is Nimittamshaha. Nimittamshaha. And Mahamaya is Upadhanamshaha. Why these names are given for this? Try to understand. For the making a pot, this is the pot. To make this pot, so there is a one potter is there. and this potter is making the pot. Prabhu, Astosh Prabhu, you can tell to the students there is no class because I will continue this. Only for 2-3 days I will continue like this. So when the potter pot he makes, then potter is known as nimitta karanam, and the mud is upadana karanam. Okay, like the same way in Maya it is having the two nimittams. If for this material world, in this material world now, what should happen? So jiva should be bewildered, and also they should be given with the body. So bewildering the jiva is done by the jiva maya, that is nimittamsha. And gunamaya, what it does, it is cause for the giving the bodies. So this activity is done by the maya like this. 2 examples, that's why it's given. अथ एवं सिद्धं गुणमायाख्यं द्वितीयम् अपि अंशं दृष्टान्तेन स्पष्टयति यथा तम इति. So that's why gunamaya is said as abhasa. We took as what? Abhasa we took as jivamaya. How it is jivamaya, I already explained. Okay, and now what is there? Gunamaya. So gunamaya is said by the tamaha. Tamaha means, how to take here? Tamaha means what you should take? You should take tamaha means you should take varna shavalyam. Tamaha means, actually I have this Chambalam, bro. This is Chatusloki, that's why I need extra time for the 2-3 days. Then after that we will systemize. So this, try to understand this gunamaya is, you can derive from the example tamaha. Tamaha means what you should take here? Varna shavalyam. What you should take? Varna shavalyam. What is this varna shavalyam? How I explain abhasa is the jivamaya? How I explain abhasa is jivamaya? Anyone remember? Abhasa is jivamaya how? Huh? Abhasa is the sun, how I? Abhasa is the jivamaya, how I? So when this, abhasa, which is falling, that means on the light, some effulgent light falling on the mirror or any object. So that effulgent light is going to cover the, first what it will do, so that that is falling on the anyone's eyes, first it will cover the vision. That means it will stop the vision. So that's why abhasa is compared with the jivamaya. So what it does, it will cause for the losing the vision. Yes. And after that, what will happen? You will be seeing the different colors. That is varna shavalyam. That is known as varna shavalyam. Seeing the different colors. So that is also known as, here in this tamaha means what you should take? Varna shavalyam. Okay. That is known as gunamaya. So that's why Varna Shavalyam is the example for the Gunamaya, and the Abhasa is the example for the Jivamaya. Understood? Sankirtan, Nam Sankirtan Prabhu.
But seems like it's still one example. Abbas means reflection. So it's still-
Abhasa is a reflection, and that is falling on the ice and it is covering.
yeah,
Okay.
and from
Then after that, Tamaha is created, na? Immediately. That means Varna Shavalyam is created.
but it's still both of them are within one example.
No, no. How one example? You cannot say after a light is falling on your eyes, then you'll be seeing vision is
Yeah.
lost, and then after that you'll see darkness.
Hmm.
That is not Abhasa. That is the Tamaha.
Okay.
That is second example.
Hmm. Okay.
Nimittamsho Jivamaya Upa. Okay, next. Like this, you'll be seeing Varna Shavalyam. Tamaha means why Tamaha is known as Varna Shavalyam is taken as Tamaha, because Varna Shavalyam means when light falls, you'll be seeing the mostly colors, little colors, but mostly it is black only, na? It's a darkness. Yes or no? There is prominent is what? Darkness. So that's why Varna Shavalyam means we are here, we are taking as Tamaha. Tamaha is equal to, we are comparing with the Varna Shavalyam. What is the reason? Because in the Varna Shavalyam, what is a prominent? Darkness is a prominent. That's why. Okay, clear?
Prabhu, what's the exact translation of Varna Shavalyam?
Varna Shavalyam means various colors. English, I don't know. But you can understand no, what I am saying. I think you can search in dictionary. A production of various colors, I think, something. Yatha tan moola jyotihi jyot asad tadashritvam vina na sambhavati. So that means this Tamaha is also, that means this Varna Shavalyam is also following the same characteristics or not. That means that light is falling on the eyes and first vision is closed, then Tamaha is created. That is also, if this light is not the original object, can you get that Tamaha? You cannot get. And also that is outside to the appearance of the original source. So that's why Tamaha is also following the same criteria. तत्र आभास दृष्टान्तो व्याख्यातः तमो दृष्टान्तस्य यथा अंधकारः ज्योतिष अन्यत्रैव प्रतीयते ज्योतिर्विना न प्रतीयते ज्योतिरात्मा चक्षुषैव तत् प्रतीयते न पृष्ठादिना इति. ओके, नेक्स्ट अंशद्वयम् प्रवृत्तिभेदेन एव ऊह्यं न तु दृष्टान्तभेदेन. So we are understanding these two differences of the Maya because of its nature. Maya is doing these two things. And also we are having the Drishtantas. It's not that here two Drishtantas are given for the Maya, that's why Maya is also having the two different amshas. It's not like that, but it is having the two different amshas, and so that's why we are trying to compare these two drishtantas to illustrate those two amshas. That's the understanding we should take. It's not that sometimes for one thing, two, three drishtantas. It's not a science actually. You should not say that if something for explaining one thing, some four drishtantas are given, that means it is also having four amshas. It's not a rule actually. That we should understand. Huh? Yeah. Yes. uh no, that is different. That is okay. Prakshepatmika is what is that prakshepa? It's like that only. Yeah, you can understand. But here, actually, that is also prakshepa and also making you to think others. That itself nimitta. That's Jivamaya. It can do both things, na. It will first cover the knowledge and also make you to think differently. But their prakshepatmika shakti means it is cause for the creation, no, na. Then you cannot compare as it is. Here various examples are given to define these things. I'm not going to take those. So whatever this nimittamsha and upadhanamsha, that means jivamaya and gunamaya, so these things are there. So it is not my speculation. So to substantiate this point, Jiva Goswami is going to give examples actually. What is that example? Vidya vidye mamatanu vidyuddhava. Before that, actually, Brahmaji is also Kiri. तत्र आभासदृढः व्याख्यातः तमोदृष्टान्तस्य यथा अन्धकारो. ओके, दिस इज डन. नेक्स्ट ततश्च अंशद्वयं ओके. नेक्स्ट प्राक्तन दृष्टान्त पूर्वस्य आभास पर्याय या छाया शब्देन क्वचित् प्रयोगः. Sometimes you will be seeing abhasa also as chaya. That is also, you can take sometimes it as a chaya. You'll be seeing in the some other places maya is also exemplified by the word chaya. Abhasa's another meaning is chaya. क्वचित् प्रयोगः उत्तरस्याः तमः शब्देनैव च इति. ससर्जच्छायया विद्यां पंच पंचपर्वाणमग्रतः इत्यत्र यथा चाहम. So you will be seeing in the third canto, Brahmaji also saying Sasarja Chayaya Avidyam. That means Chaya means Jivamaya. Chaya, what is the another meaning for the Abhasa? Chaya. And Brahmaji is saying in the third canto, sloka number 320, 80, yeah? 18. So there he is saying, I created Sasar Jagre. I created, no, he created, sorry, Maitreya is saying. So Sasar Jagre. So what he created? Chayaya Avidyam. That means by the Chaya, that means by the Chaya means what should take? Abhasa. Abhasa means what you should take? Jiva Maya. By using Jiva Maya, what he created? 5 types of avidya. What is that? What are that 5? Tamasa, Mahatamasa, Moha, Mahamoha, Tamisra, Andatamisra, Moha, Mahamohat. Okay, Tamasah, Tamisra, Andatamisra, Moha, Mahamoha. These are the 5. 5 kinds of the avidyas are created from the chaya. Chaya means Jiva Maya. 3rd canto, 20th chapter, 18th sloka. This is Purvatra avidhyakyam nimitta shakti vrittikatvat jiva vashekatvena jiva. Why you are saying this is jiva maya? Because what it is going to do, it is going for this who is the object, for this maya who is the object, jiva is the object, because it is going to cover the swarupa gnanam of the jiva. So that's why this is known as jiva maya. And uttaratra, that means the second one, maha gunamaya. Why you are calling it as a gunamaya? So because swiya tad gunamaya mahadadyupadana shakti vrittikatvad gunamaya. Why you are saying gunamaya? Because it is having the, so that kind of ability, it is having the shakti. So what kind of shakti? To create the mahat and so on. So which are the out of 3 modes. So that kind of ability it is having. That's why it is, you are knowing it as, you are knowing, so we are knowing it as gunamaya. That's the reason. Tata, okay. Tata sasarja ityado chaya saktim mayavalambasya sushtyarambhe brahma swayam avidyam avirbhavitavan ityardaha. So that's why Brahmaji, what he is doing? So by this jiva maya, by taking this jiva maya, so he is, what he is doing? He is covering the jivatmas. That means before that, how the jivas in the Karananusa Vishnu's body, they are all in the slumber. They are in the inactive stage. So button is not on actually. So there is some special situation that is. They sent into the slumber actually. Now when they active, if they are not, that means if Jiva Maya is not there, then they will be not trapped by the Maya. they will not think that themselves as body. So that is necessary actually. So that's why he creates this Jiva Maya with this Tamisra, Anda Tamisra, Tamaha, Moha, Maha, Moha. So variety of these things, and he covers that. And by using it, he covers them. Anayoh avirbhava bhedasya sruyate. Okay, next other examples are given. Satyabhama, this, that. What is any important point? Okay. Tayetena tadvina bhava. एवं मायक सृष्टि दृष्टिमतीत्यैव रूपादि विशिष्टं मम अनुभवेत्. एवं मायक सृष्टि सृष्टिम अतीत्य, मायक सृष्टि दृष्टिम अतीत्य एव रूपादि विशिष्टं माम अनुभवेत् इति व्यतिरेक मुखे न व्यतिरेक मुखे अनुभावनस्य अयम भावः. So now you tell me, you people has to tell. So this sloka is second sloka of the Chatusloki. Is what is the main subject of this second sloka? Hey. No. Who is going to answer this? He will be Karodpati. Jai Gopinath Prabhu, yes.
Bhagavat Anubhavam.
Yes, it is going to tell about the Vijnanam. Vijnanam or not? Vijnanam means
Yes.
what we discussed. Bhagavad Anubhava.
Bhagavad Anubhava.
How it is, how this sloka is telling about that. How to derive that? Puneet Prabhu. आज
Feel
और
it.
आपको इंटरेस्ट कम हो गया लगता है। गोवर्धन वास ज्यादा हो गए क्या? Tell me how. How this sloka is telling about the Vijnanam. First sloka is telling about the Gnanam. It is very clear. Because Ahamevas, that sloka is directly telling about the Lord. That is a Gnanam. About the Lord we are learning. That is a Bhagavad Gnanam, obvious. But how can you say this sloka is telling about the Vijnanam? So yeah, take.
This is telling about Big Gyan. We
Ah.
will understand because whatever things we discuss now, how Maya, good Maya,
Ah.
Jeev Maya. So what is the background? Which is like shelter? What is shelter of good Maya, Jeev Maya? Like that. That is Lord only. So that is here mentioned. Vyatirekyabhyam. Annabhyam Vyatirekyabhyam. Vyatirekyabhyam means indirect way we are experiencing. So that is Vigyan through Vyatirekyabhyam. That is mentioned here.
You got everyone? Huh? You got? Huh? What you got? Tell.
Whatever Prabhuji told, he's telling that
Ah.
in Betrika means in negative way,
Ah.
explaining the meaning.
Ah.
So
How it is Vijnanam? This
I
sloka.
don't know that, but Prabhuji is telling that this is in Betrika.
I don't know. Okay. So now, how it is, we should see how this sloka is telling about the Vijnanam. So what you are observing here in this sloka, we are discussing about the Maya, and Maya is having the two amshas, two functions. Otherwise, okay, no problem. So it is covering the Jivatma Swarupa, and one that's Jivatma is not able to identify with its originality, and second, just portion of the Maya is creating this material manifestation. So that means Lord's intention is what? Why he's saying this? Hey, Brahma, so whatever you are seeing, this material world, this manifestation, this is only Maya, and this Maya is covering your Swarupa. And what is the intention? His intention? You leave this vision. So that means you should understand that whatever you are seeing as Jagat, so that is not, you cross that, Atitya, that means you cross that vision. It means now because you are in that, you are not only anyone who is studying this Bhagavatam should understand that. So we are, whatever we are seeing this material world, because we are influenced by the Maya, and the creation of the Maya only we are seeing, and one should come out, cross this vision, is this kind of drishti. So this vision, and should should realize the Lord's form. So that is indirect way of saying the thing. That means I am different from this. He already said, my appearance, that means in my appearance, Maya's appearance is not there. He said already. So that means now you are seeing the Maya. Being influenced by Maya, you are seeing the creation of the Maya. So he's indirectly indicating that you cross this and see my Swarupa, my Swarupa. You experience me. This is the bhava of the Lord. So that's why this sloka is telling of the experiencing of Lord. How it is, one should cross the material vision and experience him. That's why this sloka is telling about the Bhagavad Vijnanam. That means Bhagavad Anubhava, experiencing of the Lord. Clear? Yatireka mukhena anubhavanasya ayam bhava shabdena nirdharayati. Nirdharitas, that means I am counteract for this. I am the different from this. Mat swarupadehe maya karyavesheneva anubhavaha na bhavati. So that means my swarupa you cannot see when you are controlled or when you are covered by the maya. Tata tadartham, that's why maya tyajanam eva kartavyam. The point what he wants to say, you should leave this maya, cross this maya. You should cross. Etena tad avinabhavat prema api anubhavati iti gamyate. So then you cross, and when you realize the Lord, then that is also give the prema. Avinabhavat. When you see the Lord, experiencing of the Lord also will cause for the experiencing of prema. Okay, tomorrow we'll see the next 2 slokas. If you give time, then slowly, nicely you can. Otherwise, very difficult summarizing this. If you remove one line here from the commentary, after that, I don't know how to explain other thing. Okay, thank you very much for your patient and kind hearing. So please read the purport and come to the next class. We'll see any points in that, any additional points. At least one time, one person should do. Prabhu, I read this purport and I didn't understand. Nobody asks. And that means you are also not having any interest. Hare Krishna. Question? Make a question. So 10 marks question this is actually. Explain the establish second sloka of the Chatusloki is establishing the Bhagavad Anubhava or Vijnanam. Second sloka of Srimad Bhagavatam is establishing Bhagavad Anubhava or the Vijnanam. Vijnanam. You should write everything, whatever I discussed. Then only it will be. Because you should describe what the meaning of sloka, and then after that the two parts of the Maya, and how to understand, then what that is Nimittamsha and otherwise Jiva Maya and Guna Maya, and so and also give you some examples. That means Brahmaji also is doing this. This means is creating the Jiva Maya, and that is cause for the covering the Jivas, and also Gunamaya is cause for the creation. And then this is because of these two only we are having the material vision. And what is the intention behind this to say Lord? So because Lord wants everyone to come out from this material vision, cross this material vision and realize his Swarupa. And that is ultimately, that means this sloka in this way is saying indirectly one should, that means realize the experience the Lord. That's like this it should go. Done. Hare Krishna.